To me, mental health is obviously your mental, like your physical, like your spiritual, emotional. It's like the driving force of all of that.
I think the workplace does have a responsibility in making sure that our leaders understand and are able to recognise what mental health in the workplace might look like. Give them that confidence to have that conversation and the knowledge of where to point our people to get help and support, and most importantly, follow up.
So what we've started doing is training our senior leadership team around mental health. I think that's really important, and that's probably the start of the journey for us. Typically in the construction industry, mental health is not widely spoken. So we've started bringing it into our toolbox talks, bringing it up with the teams on one-on-ones if we see things going wrong. I think to break down the misconceptions, a better understanding of mental health would be the best way to do that.
When you do your H&S briefings, you always know where the nearest doctor's surgery is, you always know where the hospital and the evacuation point is. You're never told, guys, if you're having a hard time, yeah, this is the phone number for Lifeline. Maybe in the health and safety briefing there should be a little section about mental health, because we're warned about sunscreen, we're warned about trip hazards, we're warned about getting shot with a nail gun. You're not warned about the state of each other's mental health.
You know, like, talk about your general health and safety as well, but bring that up as an issue, you know, and just let people know that if they need help and if they need to talking, just don't be shy to ask.
I find that people will talk to me because I'm quite open as a person myself. So if I share, I get a lot back. So if I'm having a bad day, got lots on, I will vocalise that. You know, if I'm talking to them, you know, under a bit of pressure, I've got this, you know, this and this due, and then often people will share that information, so they're quite forthcoming with information. And generally, when we're having those discussions, I'm probably asking the more direct question around what does this feel like, you know, or what is it that's going on, and what can I do?
People tend to be a bit more relaxed in a non-work situation, so, you know, catching up for a beer after work is always a good one. Just getting away from site. I'll sometimes, if I notice someone's having a bad day, we'll just go and grab a burger somewhere, or, you know, grab a meal somewhere, or just a 10-minute drive away.
I mean, it's as simple as just like sitting down with the person, you know, or like outside of work, like, you know, where I could just easily talk to my friend and be like, hey girl, like what's going on, or how are you? Like, even just with a cup of tea, like, how are you, what's going on? And we're having like this DMC that ends up leading into something else, but at the end of the day we're having that kōrero and we're connecting, and like it's as simple as that. Like, it doesn't need to be like that with work colleagues, but I think that would like help others feel like maybe a bit lighter in themselves about where they're at, and knowing that they've been heard.
Yeah, it is scary having to say to someone, yeah, actually I'm not doing so well at the moment, but I'll, you know, a little bit of support, I'll get back to where I need to be.
Something that I think would be feasible is like having that open communication, or management maybe saying like, hey, if there's like anything really going on, come and see me and we can look at the support that you could get like through us. You
have these different positions, so like if you start as a labourer, you don't feel like you can say much because that's your position. It's just, you know, you're just starting off, and I think that needs to change too. Like everyone's opinion counts and thoughts counts.
It really is about not being judgmental at all, and it shows in your body language, in your face, and in the words that you use. So even in the workplace, if people hear you using words like, oh, that guy's a nutter, or thing was a bit crazy the other day, or, you know, that kind of language as well in the workplace, that can be a barrier to people wanting to come forward and have a chat with you. And it's not about what I think as a manager, it's about how they feel. It's their story, it's their situation, it's happening to them, so it's their experience, let them tell you about it.